Welcome to Natural Hair Audiobooks. This is Itchy Scalp with Hair Loss, Root Causes and Regrowth Strategies for Women, written by Imakiloye Stephen Barradura, a natural hair specialist. And read by Mary Johnson Jr. Disclaimer. This audiobook is for educational purposes only. The information shared here is based on natural hair care knowledge and should not replace professional medical advice. If you have serious scalp conditions, infections, or persistent hair loss, please consult a qualified doctor or dermatologist. Introduction. Many women silently struggle with an itchy scalp and hair loss, not knowing what causes it or how to heal it. An itchy scalp is more than just irritation. It can be a sign of dryness, infection, stress, or even the wrong hair practices. If ignored, it can weaken hair roots and lead to thinning or bald patches. This book is a simple guide to help you understand why your scalp itches, what triggers hair loss, and how to restore balance naturally. You'll learn about everyday habits that make things worse, the power of African herbs, and step-by-step routines that bring relief and regrowth. No medical jargon, just clear answers and natural solutions you can start using today. Chapter 1. Understanding Itchy Scalp and Hair Loss. What an itchy scalp really means. An itchy scalp is the body's way of saying, something is not right here. Sometimes the reason is very small and harmless, like dry weather making your skin tight. Other times it could be a warning sign of something deeper. Maybe your scalp is reacting to a product, a hairstyle, or even an infection. Think of your scalp like the soil of a farm. If the soil is dry, overwatered, or has pests, the crops will suffer. In the same way, when your scalp is not balanced, your hair will not grow well. The link between itching and hair loss. When your scalp itches, the natural thing to do is scratch. But constant scratching is like digging at the roots of a plant. Over time, the plant becomes weak and can even fall out. Here's what happens. Scratching creates tiny wounds on the scalp. These wounds make the scalp sensitive and swollen. The hair roots, follicles, become weaker. With time, hair begins to shed or break off from the roots. That is why women who experience constant itching often notice hair thinning or patches where hair used to be full. Common signs women notice first. Most women do not lose hair overnight. The scalp usually gives early warning signs. These include flaking, small white or yellow pieces falling on your clothes; tenderness, scalp feels sore when touched; bumps or rash, little raised spots that may hurt or ooze; thinning patches, hair looking scanty in certain areas; burning feeling, scalp feels hot or uncomfortable even without scratching. Recognizing these signs early helps you treat the problem before it causes major hair loss. Myths versus facts about itchy scalp. Many women believe every itchy scalp means dandruff. That is not true. Here are some common myths. Myth: itchy scalp always means dandruff. Fact: itching can come from dryness, reaction to relaxers or dyes, fungal infection, or even stress. Myth: if my scalp itches, I should wash it every day. Fact: overwashing can strip away natural oils and make itching worse. Myth: braiding or wearing a wig cannot cause itching. Fact: tight braids or dirty wigs often trap sweat and bacteria, which irritate the scalp. Everyday triggers that cause itchy scalp. Many times, the things women do daily are the hidden causes of itching. Stress. When the mind is restless, the body reacts, including the scalp. Heat and sweat. Hot weather and covered hairstyles create a warm space for germs to grow. Chemicals. Relaxers, dyes, and sprays may burn or dry out the scalp. Tight hairstyles, braids, weaves, and ponytails that pull the scalp lead to itching and eventual hair loss. Poor diet, lack of water, iron, or vitamins weakens both scalp and hair. Final note of the chapter. Itchy scalp is not just a small thing. It is the scalp crying out for help. Sometimes it is harmless, like dryness. Other times it's a warning that, if ignored, could lead to hair loss. The good news is that once you understand the cause, you can treat it naturally and prevent further damage. Chapter 2. Root causes every woman should know. Before you can solve itchy scalp and hair loss, you must first know what is causing it. Just like a doctor cannot give the right medicine without knowing the sickness, you cannot pick the right treatment without finding the root cause. Below are the most common causes that affect women. 1. Dryness and dehydration. The scalp as soil. Your scalp is like soil. When soil is dry, it cracks and plants cannot grow well. In the same way, when the scalp is dry, it starts to itch, flake, and shed hair. Causes of dryness include not drinking enough water, washing hair with very hot water, using shampoos that remove all natural oils, living in dry weather or sitting under too much heat. Signs: tight feeling on the scalp, white flakes, like powder, hair that feels brittle. 2. Dandruff and fungal imbalance, yeast versus natural oils. Dandruff is one of the most common reasons for scalp itching. It happens when a natural yeast, fungus, on the scalp grows out of balance. Normally, your scalp has oil, sebum, that protects it, but when there is too much oil or sweat, yeast grows quickly and causes flakes, white or yellow, constant itching, sometimes an oily, musty smell. This is not about being dirty. It's about balance. 3. Protective styles gone wrong. Braids, wigs, weaves, and relaxers are not bad on their own, but when done wrongly, they suffocate the scalp and cause itching, bumps, and even hair loss. Braids. Too tight, scalp pain and pulling of roots. Wigs, weaves. If not washed or aired, they trap sweat and germs. Relaxers. If left too long, they burn the scalp and damage hair follicles. Protective styles should protect, not destroy. 4. Hormonal shifts, pregnancy, postpartum, and menopause. Women's hormones change at different stages of life, and the scalp feels the effect. Pregnancy. Some women experience oily scalp and dandruff. After childbirth, postpartum, hair may shed, and the scalp may feel itchy as hormones settle. Menopause. Falling estrogen levels can make the scalp dry, thin, and itchy. This is natural, but knowing it helps you care for your hair better during each stage. 5. Chemical burns and product reactions. Not every scalp can handle strong chemicals. Some women develop allergies or burns from products. Relaxers can cause sores, peeling skin, and permanent hair loss if too strong. Hair dyes may trigger itching, redness, and rashes. Harsh shampoos and sprays strip the scalp of oils, leaving it dry and sore. If your scalp burns or stings after a product, your body is telling you to stop. 6. Underlying scalp conditions. Sometimes the problem is not styling or products, but an actual medical condition. Seborrheic dermatitis, red, flaky, itchy scalp with greasy patches. Psoriasis, thick white scales that itch and sometimes bleed. Ringworm, fungal infection, round bald spots that itch a lot. Other infections can cause sores, pus, and bad smell. These cases often need both natural care and medical help. 7. How to identify your personal trigger. Every woman's scalp is unique. The best way to know your cause is to observe and ask questions. Did the itching start after a new hairstyle or product? Do you notice flakes or just dryness? Is the itching worse at night or after sweating? Are you pregnant, breastfeeding, or close to menopause? Does scratching cause hair to shed? Keeping a small scalp diary, writing what you ate, products you used, and when itching starts can help you trace your trigger faster. Final note of the chapter. Itchy scalp and hair loss do not come without reason. Once you know the root cause, you can choose the right solution, whether it's moisturizing, changing products, adjusting hairstyles, or using herbs. In the next chapter, we will dive into how Africa's natural herbs can bring lasting healing. Chapter 3. African Herbal Wisdom for Healing the Scalp. Why Africa's herbs are powerful for scalp health. For hundreds of years, our mothers and grandmothers cared for their hair without chemical shampoos or imported products. They turn to the earth, leaves, roots, seeds, and oils. These herbs worked because they are natural, full of healing power, and safe when used the right way. African herbs do not just cover up the problem, they heal from the root. They fight infection, soothe irritation, and feed the scalp with nutrients that make hair grow stronger. Neem, dogon yarrow, antifungal and anti-itch. Neem, known as dogon yarrow in many parts of Africa, is one of the most powerful scalp healers. It kills fungus and bacteria that cause dandruff and ringworm. It cools the scalp and stops constant itching. It also helps the scalp heal from small sores or bumps. How to use? Boil fresh neem leaves in water, allow it to cool, and use as a final rinse after washing your hair. Aloe vera, cooling, healing, restoring pH balance. Aloe vera is called the plant of life for a reason. Its gel soothes burns and itching. It restores the scalp's natural pH balance, making it less dry or oily. It helps heal small wounds caused by scratching. How to use? Break a fresh aloe leaf, scoop out the gel and rub directly on the scalp. Leave for 20 minutes before rinsing. Shea butter and coconut oil, sealing in moisture, calming irritation. Shea butter softens the scalp, prevents dryness, and protects hair from breaking. Coconut oil goes deep into the hair shaft, feeding it and reducing dandruff. How to use? Mix equal parts of melted shea butter and coconut oil. Massage gently into the scalp, especially after washing. Clove and rosemary oils, stimulating hair follicles for regrowth. Clove oil increases blood flow in the scalp and reduces scalp infections. Rosemary oil wakes up weak hair follicles and encourages new growth. How to use? Add 3 to 5 drops of each oil into a carrier oil, like olive or coconut oil. Massage into the scalp 2 to 3 times a week. Fenugreek and hibiscus, strengthening roots and stopping shedding. Fenugreek seeds are full of protein and vitamins that stop hair fall. Hibiscus flowers make hair thick, shiny, and strong from the roots. How to use? Soak fenugreek seeds overnight, grind into a paste, and mix with crushed hibiscus petals. Apply as a mask to the scalp for 30 minutes, then rinse off. Simple recipes. 1. Anti-itch scalp rinse. A handful of neem leaves, 2 tablespoons aloe vera gel, 3 cups water. Steps. Boil neem leaves in water, strain, let cool, then add aloe vera gel. Use as a rinse after washing hair. Second healing hair mask. 2 tablespoons fenugreek paste, 2 tablespoons hibiscus paste, 1 tablespoon coconut oil. Steps. Mix all ingredients. Apply to scalp and hair roots. Leave for 30 minutes, then wash off with mild shampoo. Third, daily scalp oil blend. 2 tablespoons coconut oil. 1 tablespoon shea butter. 3 drops clove oil. 3 drops rosemary oil. Steps. Melt shea butter, add coconut oil, clove, and rosemary. Stir well. Massage a few drops onto scalp daily. How to use herbs safely and consistently. Always test a small patch of skin before full use to check for allergies. Use herbs regularly, not just once. Natural healing takes time. Store oils and mixtures in clean, dry bottles. Do not mix too many herbs at once. Keep it simple. Final note of the chapter. African herbs are not just tradition. They are science and wisdom passed down. When used with patience, they soothe the scalp, stop the itching, and open the way for healthy, full hair growth. Chapter 4. Natural hair care habits that prevent itching and hair loss. Good habits are the best protection for your scalp and hair. You can use the best herbs and oils, but if your daily habits are wrong, the itching and hair loss will come back. In this chapter, we look at simple habits that every woman can follow. How to wash natural hair without stripping oils. Your scalp makes its own natural oil, called sebum. This oil is like food for the hair. If you wash too often with harsh soaps, you remove this oil and the scalp becomes dry and itchy. Wash once or twice a week, not every day. Use warm water, not hot water. Massage gently with your fingers, not nails. Rinse thoroughly so no soap is left behind. Think of it like washing a baby's skin, gentle and caring. Choosing shampoos, what to avoid. Not every shampoo is good for natural hair. Some contain strong chemicals that dry the scalp. When reading labels, avoid sulfates, too harsh strip oils, parabens, preservatives that may irritate skin, alcohols, drying. Look instead for shampoos with aloe vera, shea butter, coconut oil, or black soap. Words like sulfate-free, moisturizing, herbal, and Importance of regular scalp massage. Blood flow equals growth. Your scalp has tiny blood vessels that feed the hair roots. When you massage the scalp, you improve blood flow, like giving food and oxygen to the hair. Use your fingertips, not nails. Do it for 5 minutes, 3 to 4 times a week. Add a little oil, like coconut, clove, or rosemary, for extra effect. Massage relaxes the mind too, reducing stress. Protective styles done the right way. Protective styles, braids, wigs, weaves, cornrows, are meant to protect the hair, not punish the scalp. Don't braid too tightly. Your scalp should not hurt after styling. Keep wigs and weaves clean. Wash them, air them, don't sleep in sweaty wigs. Give your scalp a holiday. Rest for at least 1 week between styles. Choose breathable styles so your scalp can breathe. Balanced diet for healthy hair. Hair grows from the inside out. If you don't eat well, no cream or oil will fix it. Your scalp needs iron from beans, spinach, liver to carry oxygen to hair roots. Protein from fish, eggs, beans to build strong strands. Water to keep the scalp hydrated. Vitamins A, B, C, D, and E for growth and repair. Eating junk food often makes the scalp weak and itchy. The role of stress and sleep in scalp health. Stress is a hidden enemy. When you are stressed, the body produces hormones that cause scalp irritation and hair shedding. Lack of sleep makes it worse. Sleep at least 7 hours every night. Practice relaxation, prayer, breathing exercises, or light stretching. Don't ignore stress. It shows on your hair. A weekly scalp care routine that anyone can follow. Here's a simple plan. Day 1, wash day. Wash gently with herbal or sulfate-free shampoo. Rinse with neem or aloe rinse. Oil the scalp lightly with shea butter mix. Day 3, massage scalp with oil for 5 minutes. Day 5, check protective style or wig, clean if needed. Drink enough water. Day 7, moisturize scalp with light oil or aloe. Rest scalp if not in protective style. Repeat every week. Consistency is the key. Final note of the chapter. Your scalp will reward you if you treat it well. Simple daily choices, the right wash, gentle styles, healthy food, enough sleep, can prevent itching and hair loss before they even start. Prevention is always better than cure. Chapter 5. Regrowth strategies and long-term healing. Healing an itchy scalp and growing back lost hair is not magic. It is a journey. With the right care, your scalp can recover and your hair can return stronger, but it requires patience, consistency, and wisdom. How hair actually regrows, the natural growth cycle explained simply. Hair does not grow all at once. It follows a natural cycle, just like planting crops. 1. Growth phase. Anagen. Hair grows steadily from the root, like a seed sprouting. This stage can last years. 2. Resting phase. Telogen. Hair takes a break from growing. 3. Shedding phase. Exogen. Old strands fall out so new ones can grow. If your scalp is unhealthy, the growth phase becomes weak and more hair falls than grows. But once the scalp is healed, the natural cycle starts again and hair can regrow. Patience and consistency. Why natural healing takes time. Many women expect quick results, but natural healing is like farming. You cannot plant today and harvest tomorrow. Herbs and oils need time to work. Hair grows about half an inch per month on average. Visible regrowth may take 3 to 6 months of steady care. Consistency is more important than speed. Small, regular steps will bring lasting results. When to see a doctor or dermatologist. Natural methods work for most people, but sometimes the scalp needs medical attention. Seek professional help if you notice bald patches spreading quickly, severe pain, burning, or pus, thick, scaly skin that doesn't improve with natural care, heavy shedding that continues for months. Doctors can check for deeper issues like hormonal imbalance or infections and may work hand in hand with natural solutions, combining herbs plus organic oils for maximum regrowth. The best results come from combining herbs and oils in a routine. Neem plus aloe vera equals stop itching and restore balance. Shea butter plus coconut oil equals lock in moisture and protect roots. Clove plus rosemary oils equals wake up weak follicles and boost blood flow. Fenugreek plus hibiscus equals strengthen strands and prevent future shedding. Using these together gives the scalp healing, protection, and stimulation all at once. Tracking progress with a hair journal. One of the best ways to stay encouraged is to track your journey. Take photos of your scalp every 2 weeks. Write down the herbs, oils, and routines you used. Note changes. Less itching, fewer flakes, new hair sprouting. This helps you see progress that may be slow but steady. It also helps you know what works best for your hair. Encouragement. Real stories of women who healed itchy scalp and grew back hair. Miriam, who suffered itchy scalp after braids, used neem rinses and daily oil massage. Within 4 months, her bald spot filled back in. Ngozi, who had chemical burns from relaxers, switched to aloe vera gel and shea butter. Her scalp healed and hair started sprouting again after 5 months. Aisha, who battled dandruff and shedding, used clove oil and hibiscus masks. After 6 months, she had thicker, healthier hair than before. Final note of the book. Your scalp is the foundation of your hair. If you care for it with love, patience, and the wisdom of natural herbs, it will reward you with healthy growth. Do not lose hope. Even if you have struggled with itching and hair loss for years, healing is possible and your crown can shine again. Thank you for listening to Itchy Scalp with Hair Loss, Root Causes, and Regrowth Strategies for Women, written by Imakaloye Stephen Baradura and read by Mary Johnson J. If you found this audiobook helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend who might be struggling with scalp itching or hair loss. And most importantly, subscribe to Natural Hair Audiobooks for more life-changing guides on natural hair care. Every subscription helps us create more resources that will empower you on your hair growth journey. Remember, healthy hair starts with a healthy scalp. Stay consistent, stay natural, and keep growing.